This is an urban design and analysis tool developed using the Mobius Modeller. So it is able to, given a plot of an input plot, it is able to generate different design iterations. So for instance, given a sort of square four-sided plot, it is able to generate different design iterations, design options, and on the plot there you can see different typologies, different block typologies. And for instance, you may want to change the input plot. Maybe you are given a triangular plot, or maybe a six-sided, eight-sided, more of a circle. So given different plots, it's able to generate different design options. Or perhaps you prefer a more real-life piece of land. So this is One North in Singapore. So you can see that even with this more irregular piece of input plot, it is able to adapt and generate different urban design iterations. So you can open up the geographical viewer, and you can overlay these design options onto the geographical viewer. So you can see this is One North in Singapore. So with this tool, you're able to alter different design outcomes based on the input parameters. So maybe you want a different urban typology. So for this one, there is always a central spine which cuts across the longest diagonal, so that accessibility to the central spine is increased. You can alter the width of the spine. So there are currently about 4 different block typologies. So you have your tower blocks, you have your podium blocks, you have your courtyard typology, and you have your row blocks. So there are also different hierarchies of roads. So you have your category 1 roads, which is currently 35 meters. You have category 2 roads, which is currently about 21 meters, and category 3 roads, which is about 7 meters. So you are able to change the width for different hierarchies of roads. And you are also able to change parameters like the frequency of occurrence of different block typologies. So maybe you want more greenery, maybe you want more of the courtyard typology. So you're able to increase the frequency of occurrence of different typologies of buildings. So you can see now there are more green spaces, there are more courtyard typologies. So maybe perhaps a more open, a more community friendly neighborhood. You are also able to control the resulting block typologies by changing for instance, the target gross floor area for each of the block typologies. You're able to control their maximum height. So maybe I want a taller courtyard typology. So I would just change I would just increase the total target area to maybe 200,000. And sorry, I have to change the maximum height. For now, it is maximized at 10. Maybe I'll increase it to 21. So you can see now the courtyard typologies are taller and with more gross floor area. And maybe by changing the different ways the subdivision works. So for instance, I'll change it to maybe a smaller value. So you get different types of subdivision by changing certain parameters. So I'll change back to see the difference. So this one is a more regular cut compared to the previous. You are also able to change different parameters like the width of pavement, like the building offset, the tower block offset, or the dimensions of certain blocks. And there are also different options for now. For analysis, for now there are two different analysis. You have your view analysis and you have your solar analysis. So for instance, if I go to the view analysis, so to speed things up, I'm only showing about 5 buildings. So this is the view analysis. So for instance, you can see the taller areas will be more free from the blockage. So a better view. So at the site where you don't have obstructions, it shows a better view. And also your solar analysis. So again, to speed things up, I'm showing a few of the blocks. So you can see this the plot of land can be tagged to a location. In this case, it is somewhere in Singapore. So it is near One North in Singapore. So because some part for different locations on Earth is different. So you are able to see on the east-west there is a great amount of sun exposure compared to on the north and south. And in between blocks, you can see the solar exposure is lower. And of course, you can set the detail for the pixel detail, so you can have more detailed analysis. But of course, that's going to take a longer time. So this tool is of course still in the process of development, but you can give it a try.